charge.
I don't think that's how they now when we're ready. Oh God. Actually, I guess she cried so around there.
I was just I'm making it more they go losing 1,700 times.
What are we scared of? What are we at the fight to bring this seat?
Are you going home now?
Sure. Yeah, you got to buy Jenny's? You got to. Well, said you man. Hello. There you go. Tell me, I sound far down. All right, PNM screening committee there. PNM all the way, PNM.
Faris Alwari is in the house.
Good night, everyone. How are you all? I walk in San Fernando every day. Yeah. From Welcome to San Fernando. Let me run the market. I poured out 2 bowls over there. Yeah? Ali. I used to that. Every day I take that. So see you later. Good afternoon, everyone. Sure. All of next week we walk here. We can't. He's on the screen. Hi everyone. That young lady is not smiling. She's expecting something. Oh, 63.
Oh, okay.
Okay. My name is Dr. Level Francis. I have just concluded being screening for the Muruga Table and Seat constituency for the PNM. The other candidates, potential candidates, are Mr. Malan Mohammed and Mr. Anderson Labari.
Okay, what do you think your chances are?
I think the screening went pretty well. I think my chances are more than decent. I think the committee was amenable to the things I had to say, and they seemed to listen to my responses, and I think it went pretty well.
Are you a man of the people? Are you a man of the community?
I try to be. I lecture at UWI, but I still play basketball in Muruga. I taught primary school for 16 years in Muruga. I still coach cricket, I coach football, I coach athletics. So I've always tried to be a community person.
Sounds positive. So a lot of the students who you've taught would be coming back to show some kind of appreciation?
I'll be hoping and thinking that. That is my desire, my hope. And I can actually motivate them to vote. Because in Muruga we have a problem where a lot of young people don't think that being involved or being concerned about party politics is important. That it doesn't matter who governs the country. But really, government determines almost every aspect of your life. And it's very important that in Trinidad and Tobago, we move back to having good governance, apart from what we have now.
Are you a politician by nature or by birth, or somebody pushed you into it?
I'm a teacher by birth.
Full
No,
stop.
sorry, teacher by nature, teacher by
nature.
birth, teacher by experience. I lecture at UWI at present. But people at what I call home, Muruga, have been basically trying to cajole me into getting involved because they think that I would be someone who could make a difference to the community. And eventually they were able to convince me that this is something I should probably consider.
Okay.
I enjoyed the experience. It was unusual, something different. I've never been in this kind of setting before. It was interesting sitting there and responding to questions from these people you always see on TV. I had to say, I think the exchange was meaningful. I tried to be honest, I tried to be frank. I tried to get my views across. I tried to listen to what they had to say and to take the into consideration. And I think essentially the whole thing went as could be expected, if not better.
Thank you, sir.
You're welcome.
Chris, watching.
At the opening of the UNC office in San Fernando, Deputy Political Leader Hollis said that San Fernando East is a seat that they're eyeing. What do you think your chances are, given that the UNC is targeting this particular seat?
Well, actually, I think that's good question. San Fernando East is solidly behind the I don't think that any other party is really and truly of interest to the constituents or the residents of San Fernando East. The People's National Movement remains strong. remains very solid in San Fernando East. And with the momentum that I have been getting on the ground, I definitely know that I'll be able to retain the seat safely for the People's National Movement. Yeah.
So you were also confident that you would be the person chosen?
I'm definitely confident of that fact. My background and everything else in terms of my education, training and experience really would serve me well in relation to being able to win the candidacy and then moving forward to keeping and making vision come true to the presidency.
What has been your experience? What has been your experience politically?
Well, in terms of politically, I've always operated in the international arena. In terms of background, in terms of the former vice chair of the task force on involuntary migration in CARICOM. My other background would have been in relation to what I would have worked in relation to the American Correctional Association. Because of my work in the American Correctional Association, you would find me also advising the United States Congress on issues relating to offender reintegration, evidence-based practices as it relates to at-risk and behavior-based interventions. And definitely I'm also well placed in relation to the International Correctional and Prisons Association. So what I do as a candidate is that I bring a lot of credibility to the PNM's trust towards addressing the issue of crime. I bring a lot of credibility in relation to the restorative justice initiatives because of my history in working with it. And I also bring a lot of credibility in relation to quality management, being the national member on the TC 176 committee. So I one of the persons that helped assist in writing the ISO 9000 standards. Yeah.
And politics, politics is
a different
funny,
game. A different,
funny, funny game, right? So should you not get elected, would you continue to lend your experience
and support to the People's National? Definitely, I'll be lending my total support.
The ways you have outlined.
Definitely, and I'll definitely be working with any candidate that is actually selected. You know, this is the People's National Movement. It is not that kind of contest in which we are biting and biting at each other's flesh. We are definitely all prepared to definitely sit and work with each other, you know, towards, again, bringing back good governance to the people of Trinidad and Tobago.
What are some of your concrete plans for San Fernando East?
Well, definitely in terms of concrete plans, I'll definitely be focusing a lot and very steeply on youth development. We want to focus in terms of promoting, you know, positive after-school activities. We definitely also want to look at how do we invest and create opportunities in relation to renewable energy in San Fernando East. We also definitely are also focused on creating jobs. And how do we plan to create jobs? We plan to create jobs through investing in the ideas and innovative ideas that come from the persons and the residents in the community. And definitely my focus is really to build a more inclusive San Fernando East, to make sure persons have their voices heard, that they can participate, that they can engage with the party, and they can be connected with the party. And that's generally my plan of action.
Should you get a nod, would you probably seek any kind of guidance from your predecessor?
Definitely, definitely. Mr. Manning is a jewel of the People's National Movement. I will definitely to be leaning on his mentorship, his coaching, and his support. It will be really foolhardy to think that I'm going to actually just come into this arena today and know everything. One of the things is that I'm not a know-it-all. I definitely am a learner in the field of politics, and definitely I'll be leaning on the more experienced minds in the party. Mr. Manning being definitely one of them.
Mr. Manning, now, I know you ups yourself for screening. You sent your,
I didn't ups myself for screening. Yes, I didn't offer myself. Well, the members of the San Fernando East constituency are supporting my nomination. Right, as from those are based on the direct feedback of certain members of the constituency. There is.
Were you recommended by the constituency?
As recommended according to the rules of the party, basically the party groups within the constituency put forward a nomination, right? Once those nominations were actually made open by the executive of the party. So basically, originally, Party Group 16 had approached me to put myself in the ring and a number of residents from throughout the length and breadth of San Fernando East. I am the person that, in terms of the groundswell, I do have the mass support of the residents of San Fernando East, because I would have sought to go to them to seek their anointing of my candidacy.
Do you live
So,
in San Fernando East?
yes, I do. I live in Pleasantville in San Fernando East, which is, solidly behind the People's National Movement. I also would have been a member of Mr. Manning's party group in previous years, and which would have also split and turned into Party Group 29. So in terms of having a relationship with Mr. Manning, I don't think that, that would be much of a challenge, because I do have a relationship with Mr. Manning, and I also have a good relationship with the executive of the party. So that being said, I don't think that there will be any challenges in the transition.
I would have missed what you do at the moment, so if you could just recap for me briefly.
At the moment, I'm a quality manager with the Emergency Training Institute of Trinidad and Tobago. Basically, I'm responsible for coordinating all of the activities of the organization in relation to its quality management systems. Yeah, quality management is my background.
Thanks so much.
No problem, also. Anybody else?
Say you're willing to work with you, boy?
I'm willing to work with you.
And this lighting, you know that? You that photographer, right?
Put a light on the camera.
We are coming lights here, our lights in the car, but we're gonna do all of that.
Yes, sir.
Every night. Because it's chill. Yeah, we just took it.
Right. Okay.
Let's go. And just because, listen now, look, we saw you right here, fellas. Media come to embrace Kenny Phillip. Boy! Eh? If we share them, I take that picture. That is it.
That's a deal, isn't it? Yes, sir.
Where do you live in San Fernando East?
I live in Palmas. My office, I work at the work radio. One of my offices, work radio on the coffee. My grandmother and mother from Pleasantville.
How do you think you can help people in San Fernando East? What can you bring to this constituency?
I've been working in San Fernando for 10 years. My radio station has been here for 10 years. I've been working on the ground. I know I feel the pulse of San Fernando. I can bring a lot to the table. No, I'm very nervous actually. And I'm not a man who's not even nervous. How would you feel when you're going to do a process that could change your whole life? How would you feel? I'm driving here, coming cool and right. It's a big one, you know. Then again, they say you can't ask God's blessing and then don't give God something to bless. So I've taken this step.
Mr. Philip, you plan to go to San Fernando East. You can use San Fernando. What do you plan to do for San Fernando East?
Well, I've been looking at a lot of things. I prefer not to say exactly right now, but I've been in the trenches in San Fernando East a long time. And there are a lot of things in my area of culture that needs fixing. There are a lot of things in San Fernando East that I see. Just one thing I'm just telling you, I drive through San Fernando every day. I have to drop my wife to work, and I see the same socially displaced people on the road every day. For the whole year, the same people on the road.
Now, Mr. Philip, you have been the talk of the town for a little while.
I have.
Yes. Now you're going for screening for San Fernando East.
Yes.
Were you sanctioned by the executive of the San Fernando East Constituency to go as a candidate?
Well, sanction is a hard word to say. I got my documents and I took it into Balizing House, and I'm here.
Recommendation for which party group? So,
Party group 25 and party group 1 and party group, I can't remember the numbers. A few party groups have been, I was asked. I didn't ask, I was asked.
by who?
By party group 25.
No, the party planning is a incumbent MC.
MP, yes. Words of advice? No, I have not spoken to them at all.
What do you think about the UNC's targeting San Fernando East, saying that they have the manpower to meet it?
We all have dreams.
Do you think you stand a chance against the UNC?
We all have
Given what
dreams.
it is.
We all have dreams. I wouldn't be here if I didn't think I had a chance. If I didn't think I could do something, I would not be here. I mean, a lot of people call me and say, "What are you doing? You crazy?" But then we stand up in the corner and quarrel about things. How can you make a change if you are not the change? And I've always been one not to run with the pack. I've done things when they tell me that the radio station cannot work, no local content radio station could work. 10 years now, and so what else are they going to tell me I can't do? I got teaching them. You don't like me to teach them, you know? Yeah, the green. You doing it all right. Right.
Mr. Philip, you are not a neophyte in politics.
I am a neophyte in
You
politics.
bowed out of a political position in the San Fernando City Corporation. Has anything changed?
A lot has changed. This is a totally different party. This is a totally different position. I was an independent alderman. I was asked, even not being a member of the party, I was asked, and I took the position to do something for San Fernando, which I think I did. But under the system, it just could not, it wasn't working. I couldn't sit idly by and see funny things go on. And I resigned 4 times. I was told, no, don't, stay, just come meet in and stay. I said, I don't operate like that. If I can't do the right thing, I'm not doing it. You want more?
Nice steal.
Well, I think he's going to win. Everybody applaud for this man.
Speak to those who are out that they will understand and aid you, give him the courage, give him the strength, give him the power that he will be able to withstand whatever happens. Envy will not call upon you more and more, and he will be able to and that when people come around, able to say, praise God, in his praises, praise God, always.
Amen. Yeah.
You didn't say that. You didn't say that last night.
No, I didn't.
Is Paris burning?
Yes, man. Yes, it burns.
You're representing?
Yeah.
Everything good? Yeah. Look where it's on.
Oh, it is.
The drama. Good evening.
You're not finished.
Santa Claus.
Send us what is
All right, go ahead.
I know that's my deal, man.
The third one.
I see Peter, we want to get. These are the three San Fernando East candidates.
San Fernando East, Respects, Kenny Phillips.
These are the candidates. Shaking hands now, boys.
Chinapur and East.
That is contributing to over to prepare any capacity to support and collectively work together with every one of the PNM members in winning this general election. So it would have been any constituency. I was prepared to fight any constituency, and the offer came with Caroni Central, and I took the opportunity to go forward with that. In fact, the Chaguanas West constituency, we have an excellent candidate, and we will be making inroads in Chaguanas West as well. So I will also be working with the candidate in Chaguanas West. So I've not left Chaguanas West. I still remain a member and a voter of Chaguanas West. But I live in Chaguanas West. But I'm prepared. In fact, I've already started to, work with the other candidates. Mr. Clarence Rambarat, I've started to work with him. Terence Dial Singh, MP, I'm also working with him. I plan to also work and support my colleagues in the Senate, Senator Diane Baleo Chedi Singh in Chaguanas East, because I have interaction with all the people there living in the constituency of Chaguanas West and interacting with all the surrounding constituencies. I see great pride in walking and supporting our colleagues and winning this general election.
What do you think is needed most in Caroni Central?
Well, Caroni Central has seen UNC stronghold support since the seat was created. When you go through Caroni Central, you will find the landmasses is predominantly open green spaces. There's a lot of farming. There's a lot of farmers in that area. A large farming population. The unemployment levels in that constituency is also a bit worrisome. If you really were to compare Caroni Central to the neighboring constituencies, and we have seen it where this UNC-led government promised the people of Caroni Central magistrate court and the judging quarters and so many other facilities in that constituency, and nothing have been really delivered in that area. So moving towards the constituency itself is really my slogan for this election would be your needs first. So I will be hitting the ground and trying to meet with all the residents and having that interaction as to what are their real true needs, because box trains and roads are not everything. Box trains and roads, it's unnecessary. It's necessary. It is not a handout, or it's not given to you. You as citizens, you pay taxes and you deserve that. But there's a holistic approach to running a constituency and giving that constituency the same efforts as we would probably give another constituency, let's say in the borough or even the city. So really and truly, development of that constituency will take a few approaches. That is the economic standing of the people. That is the infrastructural development on all the facilities. Have services, government services in that area. As you know, we don't have a community. We don't have any modern community centers in that area. We don't have a proper health facility that is servicing the area there. So I intend to look at all these areas while also putting my own personal touch into having that constituency reap the rewards of all the farming population in the area, and having that constituency, really act in full potential and producing a lot of food for this nation, because I see a lot of potential. There's a lot of vacant plots inside there, and the people in that area would have a general upliftment in their own everyday lives. Well, Caroni Central had screened previously on 2 occasions, and the leadership saw it fit to, screen over and get the most suitable candidate. Because if anyone were to hear the cries and the calls of our political leader, Dr. Rowley, it's always the issue of putting the right people in the right place and persons with the ability to do the job. And today I have demonstrated, in my short tenure into politics, in my short service to country, December 10th would have made 1 year I was appointed into the Senate, contributing to legislation. And in moving forward, I intend to use that, that wealth of knowledge from the leadership of this party and really trickle down that effect and that benefits to the ordinary citizens in Caroni Central. Yes. Thank you. Sorry? Senator Avinash Singh. Currently, the Member of Parliament is the Honourable Dr. Glenn Ramadas Singh. Yeah, he's the current Member of Parliament. Yes. You watch so. Holding camera board so, yeah. Right, I'm Avinash Singh. I'm here at the Regional Office South for the People's National Movement. I have just been screened by the Screening Committee of the People's National Movement. I'm here with the executive members of the Caroni Central group. I'm also here with some of my family members, supporters, community members of the area, all those who would have ventured here this afternoon to witness the screening process and to support me in this venture of becoming the candidate for the Caroni Central constituency in the upcoming 2015 general election.
Avinash, this is not the constituency you went up for a few months ago.
Yeah.
Why the switch?
Well, what happened is I was invited by many constituencies to fight this 2015 general election. Of course, for those of you all who will remember, I went up in the Chaguanas West by-election. However, in the selection process, we have found an excellent candidate to go up there. And I would have retained myself for any assistance or any other constituency that would have arose. This one, Caroni Central, was that constituency, was my calling. I took full opportunity in this potential and this opportunity to be the candidate for Caroni Central. It's a constituency that has been predominantly owned and controlled by the United National Congress. I intend to change that, and it's all about strategy within the bubbles of the People's National Movement. And with the support of the constituency, of course, we will make some inroads, and we will try our best to bring home that constituency to the People's National Movement in the 2015 election. So it's really not a switch, it's really me serving the People's National Movement, serving the community, serving the residents, serving the people of this country in any capacity that I have the opportunity to do so.
Any message you want to send to the constituents?
Well, to the constituents, you will see me coming across there from tomorrow. I intend to meet every single elector in Caroni Central, one-on-one, and I intend to let you know why this election is so important to us, the people of this country. I intend to let you know the People's National Movement's vision, our policy, our direction for this country. We all know the current scenarios where oil prices have dipped, and it's no better time now to diversify our economy. Caroni Central has full potential to do so. The landmass is there, the people is there, the intellects are present in that constituency, and I intend to highlight all the issues that the people would have had prior to this election, and in so moving, I would recommend to those people why they should come on board. I will roll out our vision and our map, our strategy in developing the Caroni Central constituency to higher economic standing and to bring a better life for all those people who live in that constituency. Thank you. So this is my mother, my father's sister, my father's younger sister, my grandfather. And of course, the two of them, they are partners from way back. So we can't get involved with that. Right? But you know my fiance in blue? My mother's sister. What's her name?
Di panen or?
I know what the verdict is.
Sando on standby.
I need to come. Yeah, I don't want to get up in front of the camera, Hollis.
Yeah.
Doubt in your mind?
I approach everything with confidence and with the Lord above me. So I pray for whatever endeavor that I treat with, and so I had the Lord on my side. So there was, I had the confidence based on my prayers, based on my own self-confidence. So there was no doubt in my mind.
What's your first order of business?
My first order of business is to really understand, to move Point Fortin from a place of problems to a place of solutions, based on working together as a team with the people of the Point Fortin constituency.
Anything in particular?
Well, there are some issues in Point Fortin, as you're well aware, that needs attention at this point in time. Our long-standing hospital is one of them that we have to treat with. There are other issues. We're understanding now that we are into an era of diversification based on the low oil prices and so on at this point in time. Point Fortin, as you know, constituency is based on oil and gas. And if you understand that the world now, there's a drastic drop in the oil and so on. So therefore we have to look at how can we look at diversification in terms of Point Fortin constituency. When you look at the places such as the Cedros and the Cacas, those are fishing villages. Those are villages that are known for agriculture and so on. So how can we diversify? How can we look at alternative to oil and gas economy of Point Fortin? Those are some of those other business that we need to look at.
So some of his strengths are not very strengths, clearly, and homeland security, national security.
Oh, not at all. Not at all. I have an additional strength and experience. Remember, I've been working with Atlantic LNG when I retired from the Defense Force. And as such, I've got a sort of great understanding. In addition, my academic training also prepares me for this type of endeavor.
Was it always your desire to enter into the political life?
Yes, it has always been there. I can jokingly say that in the military, you say there are two professions that you go into, either politics or religion. I have not ruled out the latter, and I'm getting into the first at this point in time.
Thanks so much.
You're most welcome.
So give us your name and your constituency, please.
Major General Edmund, retired, constituency of Point Fortin.
Thank you, sir.
So you got the majority
of I can't say. I can't answer that at this point in time. No, I can't answer the conviction.
We were a bit surprised that the incumbent is not among those screened tonight, and we were hearing that she may have gotten quite a lot of support.
I cannot answer that at this point in time. You may have to have a chat with her, and she'll be able to clarify that for you. Yes.
Performance since she was MP.
I think she did a good job while she was MP. She did what she had to do while she was MP. Yes. She was there for about 7 years as an MP for Point Fortin, and she, to my mind, she tried her best to see what she can do for the constituency of Point Fortin. And so even me, at this point in time, I have to talk with her to understand what she had done, what were the challenges, what the issues that she encountered, and try to build from what she has done so far, because she had laid a foundation. And so I will start first of all by engaging her, see what the issues, what the challenges, and together we develop new ways or new methodology of treating all the issues and challenges.
UNC, which I guess is the main contender in this election, has already signaled their intention to claim 3 seats now occupied by the PNM, one of them being Point Fortin. I'm sure you would be familiar with.
Yes, of course.
She said that it is not one team, it is based on the number of votes, and when you look at the history of the voting pattern, her experience and how much she was lost. How are you going to treat with that to ensure, I guess?
Well, we are in this election battle for victory, of course. And so there is a question of mobilization, a team, understanding the issues and challenges in Point Fortin, developing a strategic intent, a strategic plan. And so working together, we are going to win this election for Point Fortin. You're most welcome. Bye.
I ain't seen him since last year.
She hasn't seen me for quite some time. 20 push-ups. What are them police officers there? Yeah, one, two. First two, they retire.
Retired police.
But the others, the other one security being the sky. That's also there. Well, both my partners.
Hi, I'm Dan Garcia. I support Christopher Chinapo. He is the president of our group, our youth group, President of the United Development Committee. Besides that, he has been in support of many of our functions as community organization has it, and he is well put. We supported Chris as a nominee for candidacy for the San Fernando East Constituency. Right? He is the most qualified person in my book, and our group, Party Group 16, totally support him 100%.
Yes, I'm a member of Party Group 16. I support Chris all the way. As Christian Ampo, I know him since he's small, grown up under me, and he knows his father, his mother, and everybody, and he's very been educated. I know him since from how he is, and he was in prison. From the prison from Japan, he was in Japan youth group organization. We help the people around the area in different aspects and helping them to get certain things done. So he's a person with the knowledge that he has, he can reach very far. By helping the youth, send them around the place to reach find this life. Because the thing happening today is we have to have somebody beneficial for our grandchildren, our children coming up, our grandchildren coming up. So to support them in any way, they need to be supported. I don't know what to say about that. You want to talk? You want to? Like all of you grew up on that, you grew up with me?
Well, I grew up on Xenia with Christian Apple from young, and he went to Benedict's College, and I also live on Xenia Drive, and I would like to also support him for as a young fella coming up in San Fernando East Constituency. It's a nice thing to know that a young fella that came up in San Fernando East Constituency is going for the post that Manning take, and it's time for Manning to leave. You understand? Sorry to say that, you understand, but it's time for young blood to get into the party. You understand? And we're PNM people, and we would like Christian Apu to be representing San Fernando East.
And Eric William are the father.
Yes.
Eric William are the father, and Chinapu are the son.
Yeah.
Yeah, PNM. Without PNM, it's nothing.
So what's the chance to go see that done?
Yeah. Who let in? Talk your talk. How you feel?
Well, it was a pretty interesting interview, that much I could say. I'll just await the final outcomes in terms of the decision that comes from the executive of the party. And what can I say? I just look forward to just continue to work and to support the mission, the objectives and stated purposes of the People's National Movement. Thank you.
Well, this is your posse, and they've been saying positive things about you. Some friends you got.
Yeah, no, well, these are just some of the members of Party Group 16, and they're just a rough sample. I mean, they're just like so much more. We have the most vibrant and most active party group in this constituency, and I think that I also have the widespread support with me in my possession, I have more than 5,000 signatures of persons within the San Fernando East constituency who are all ready to support change and transformation in the San Fernando East constituency. I do hope that the executive finds it in their wisdom to give me the nod for the position of the Member of Parliament for San Fernando East, and what can I say? Great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
Money got to go into. See if you can pinch your wife.
Now you can't do that now.
Why? You making joke. I used to see Prince Edmund say, don't go. Hey, I go catch it. You forget Prince Edmund. You're making joke. Again, mate. Quick boy.
It is now 1:25 a.m. 23rd of January. Screening seems to have been finished.
So you're not in the position to inform any of the candidates as to what is happening?
No, I am not.
Let's see what? This is my point.
Good night.
Change the TV camera there.
We understand that they have asked they asked for the extension. Was it that the executive asked for the extension, or was it that the screening committee?
It's a standard process. I mean, we've done this many times already in this current election. The screening committee sat tonight, and it sat on the nominees who came forward. Of course, the PNM is always very proud of people that come forward and offer themselves for representation. And on this occasion, the candidates who presented themselves tonight were not selected. So the exercise is that the screening process will reconvene after the receipt of nominations, which are to be delivered by the 6th of February. So it's an ongoing process, as we have for many constituencies preceding this one.
Did the name Mr. Wani come out as a possible?
No, we were screening the candidates who presented themselves tonight. Screening in the PNM is very simple. You screen the people who come forward to be screened. So we screen the persons who presented themselves to screening tonight, as we've done again. I mean, San Fernando West has never been lost by the PNM. You know where my heart is, right? San Fernando West, which I'm working for. So San Fernando East is a frontline premier constituency in the PNM. So that exercise is ongoing.
But I don't understand why all this secrecy and coming out from the executive. It was so democratic and it was so smooth and it was just
it's not secrecy. We have processes in the PNM. I mean, we're about to celebrate our 60th anniversary this year, this weekend. So this is the standard process for this entire position. We've done local government elections this way, general elections this way, so I can't see that I share that. Well, the executive is not the screening committee, so I don't see anything irregular with that. Yeah.
I'm talking about the executive who came in for the night so far, last night, yesterday. All members of the various executives who have been screened have come out and said, yes, a candidate has been chosen or not chosen or whatever. But we did not find this happening with the San Fernando East.
I can't help you with that. I can only speak for myself. I mean, I'm just a member of the screening committee. And that's that. I mean, we conducted a standard exercise tonight, and we've asked the constituency to go and seek further nominees for the process, and they'll be returned on the 6th of November. 6th of February, forgive me. No, that's the date. That's the date by which nominations will be received. Screening will happen after that.
On a day-to-day basis?
Yeah, I mean, as you know, tonight we screened several constituencies, so we tend to do this thing in succession, in groups certainly. So it's a standard exercise. We're very, very happy to have screened 3 very good people tonight, and on this occasion, the screening committee didn't give the nod to any one of those candidates who presented themselves.
Can you confirm how many candidates have been selected thus far?
It's now 1:30 in the morning. I have to be in court, and my memory is a little fuzzy, except for the fact that I have legal submissions still to go and settle tonight and get ready for the morning. So my head really isn't there. Really, the person with full authority to speak on these matters and who would have it quite easily would be the General Secretary of the PNM. I am just literally a member of the screening committee with no locus that is special in terms of organization. So I'm just a standard member of the committee. Mr. Ford is the General Secretary, and he will have all of the particular details. What I can tell you is that in San Fernando West, we are very, very busy on the ground, and we are having a lot of fun. It really is such a pleasure to be working hard in that constituency, and the PNM intends to be ready for the election immediately. Okay, so there you go. Thank you so much, everyone, and thank you all for staying out so late and as usual being very diligent in what you do. My heart goes out to you. So thank you very much.
Dedicated supporters.
Get home safely. Yeah? Okay. Have a good night, all. Okay.
Let's go. Yes,
I'm always impressed when I see you're expressing your commitment to that profession, and that does not seem my two leaders there sitting down?
Yes, boss.
Well, hold on. Council mean you have the bar regular. Hey, listen, I was in court today doing an injunction. Carlton, Georgia, Justice. No. Finish it.
Once you know once you know exactly what caused it, yeah. All by me, all by me.
We have waited all this while to get to speak to you. We've been here since 5 o'clock. Could you?
I don't even tell you.
Could you?
Talk to the General Secretary, right?
We've been getting all that. Talk to this one.
I have nothing to say to you. What?
We just wanted to know if you're disappointed perhaps that the process was incomplete.
Which process?
Tonight, the one regarding San Fernando East.
Our screening went very well tonight, and I'm very pleased that we selected a number of candidates. So I don't know disappointment. There's no disappointment. It went very, very well. I'm very pleased.
The fact that you've asked the candidates to go back, the executive to go back.
That's a normal part of the process. As normal. We open this time.
Yeah, well, what we screened the 3 nominees from San Fernando East, and after deliberations, we did not fulfill the criteria, and we asked San Fernando East to go back and search as we do with other constituencies, and the nomination day is the 6th of February for them to submit. The deadline for new nominations is the 6th of February.
Hearing that the reason that even though there were 3 candidates, they were not supported by the entire executive, and they would have preferred. They have offered 2 names: Tino Gonda, Nunez, and Mr. Manning.
That is not true.
That's not true.
No. It don't operate that way at all. They bring the candidates a screen. The screening committee determines the outcome and inform the executive. And there is nothing about alternative names. No, you have a new deadline, the 6th of February. But may I take the opportunity to announce or to inform you that Oropuch West, the candidate is Mr. Clifford Rambaros. For Caroni Central, Senator Avinash Singh. And for Moruga Tableland, Dr. Lovell Francis. We also have, for Point Forte, Major General Edmund Dillon. These are the candidates that were chosen tonight.
Explain to us what we called for Couva South, I think.
Couva North? No. Couva North had no nominees tonight.
So we called and we didn't quite understand what.
No. They were called for to have a discussion with the screening committee, and they are still in the process of looking for a candidate.
So have they been given a deadline as well?
Yes, they are. They are hoping to get it by the 4th of February. The same deadline as San. Yeah. But they have given an extra extension because they have a little problem because they had a nominee and that person too wasn't considered to be appropriate. All right? But I'm sorry to see you all here so late tonight. I just see how late we have to work.
And the fact is that we stay in support and that...
What station you are from?
I am Yvonne Webb from the Guardian newspaper.
Yeah, I don't recognize you at all.
Well, I recognize you. Okay.
So that
and you stay here all this time hoping to get that we're following the story.
I didn't know you were here.
And that Dr. Rowley and the entire executive,
I am the authorized person to speak.
Yeah.
But you got everything.
Yeah.
Anything else you want to know, just ask me.
I just want you to put my name on your mailing list.
Okay, no problem. But you can call me. I know how long time I have. You have all that?
I'm getting it.
Thank you. Okay, Eva. You're sure you have everything, right?
Yes.
Right.
And that was Ashton Ford, the General Secretary of the People's National Movement. And it is now 1:48, January 23, 2015.
Hi. Hello, this is Christopher Chinapu, and just giving my reactions to San Fernando East being sent back to the polls. Well, basically, what can I say? The screening committee made their decision. I am one who will definitely abide by the decision. I understand that there are just many more rules to actually serve within the party. And definitely, as I said, I'm not a politician. I'm really into human service. And for me, really and truly, I just will not stop serving and serving my community to the best of my ability and continuing to really seek to add value and make Trinidad and Tobago a better place. I still remain committed to the People's National Movement, and I am ready and willing to support and to do what is necessary to improve generally this constituency, improve the communication, improve the clarity of vision that exists, improve the capability and resources that exist within the community, and also to address the level of commitment and connectedness to the party. That being said, anybody who is actually in the driver's seat will be supported by me, and even if I'm in the driver's seat, because as I say, this is not a be-all and end-all of the screening process, even though I would not be returning to the screening process, but they were saying that there is opportunity for me even still to be given the nod. So at the end of the day, they have done what is in their wisdom to advance the mission, stated purposes of the party, and it is really up to me to align myself to the goals, the objectives, and the strategic direction and wisdom of the executive of the party. And I definitely 100%. I am giving and providing my 100% assurance to the People's National Movement, and I will just continue to, just enjoy being a member within this great party. Thank you. Again, I always end by saying, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, great is the PNM, and we shall prevail.
And Eric William are the father, and he are the son. And we go for PNM or nothing.